Today, everyone you see on the road, they have Facebook app on their phone. And guess what? Just recently, Facebook has announced their metaverse. Now, when I saw that particular thing, I had to read the news and I discovered that they are already thinking about the future. They know that their current value that they are offering men is slowly fading away. So they are trying now to move to the next level. They are trying now to come up with a value that will be relevant in the future. Because the future that we are going now, their current value that they are offering, it will not be so relevant. And if they do not do something about it in a space of 5 to 7, 8 years, they will be relegated just like the others. Welcome back to the Money Code Academy. My name is Franklin, and on today's video I want to share with you what I titled 5 laws of financial success. When it comes to finances, there are rules, and until and unless you begin to align yourself with these rules, trust me, there will always be difficulties in the area of finances. The challenge that I've seen with quite a lot of people over the years, I also made that mistake, was that they were just pursuing finances, but they didn't understand the rules. They didn't understand that there are rules to follow, and as long as you are breaking those rules will work against you. It is that simple. Okay, so on today's video, I want to share with you 5 rules, 5 laws that you must follow when it comes to financial success. The first one that must not be ignored is that you must have a value to offer. A lot of times I've seen people who say, oh, I don't have a job, things are so difficult for me, things are not happening with me. Now, when you go check very well, the reason that it's happening is because they do not have real value to offer. Some people have, but the value they have to offer, there are lots and lots of people, more than 1,000 people out there who have the same value to offer. So the competition becomes too much. And remember, when I'm talking about value, you've got to understand that people don't release their money to you just like that. Nobody sees you on the street and say, hey, young man, come and take this money from me. No, people walk up to centers, places where they want their problems solved. They have a need for something, and as long as you are able to offer a solution to that need, they will freely give you their money. But the challenge today is that many people don't have real value to offer. You want to succeed in your finances, then make a conscious decision that you will have real value to offer. There's nothing wrong with you having a basic value to offer. That will help you a great deal, but the truth of the matter is that you may still have to struggle before you earn. That's the truth. You will still have to struggle before you earn. It's just like someone who has a value to offer when it comes to cleaning cars, washing cars. Of course, in certain society that cannot take you anywhere, and in some societies that can help a great deal, but guess what? You will end up struggling and struggling. That same man, if he is able to package a solid value that people would run after, value that attracts men and women of means, I'm telling you, that man's life will not remain the same. So right now you are listening to me, ask yourself this question: what value do I have to offer? What value am I carrying about to offer the people that are around me? If you don't have one now, think about it. Sit down, don't be in a hurry. You can spend a month and come up with a solid value, a value that people cannot deny. It's just like what happened with Facebook. When Facebook came out years ago, before Facebook came out, MySpace was there, High Five was there. This was years ago, and guess what? High Five is gone now. MySpace has been relegated to the backstage, and Facebook is still on. You know why? Because Facebook, they took out time to craft something that they know that man will not be able to do without. Today, everyone you see on the road, they have Facebook app on their phone. And guess what? Just recently, Facebook has announced their metaverse. Now, when I saw that particular thing, I had to read the news and I discovered that they are already thinking about the future. They know that their current value that they are offering men is slowly fading away. So they are trying now to move to the next level. They are trying now to come up with a value that will be relevant in the future. Because the future that we are going now, their current value that they are offering, it will not be so relevant. And if they do not do something about it in a space of 5 to 7, 8 years, they will be relegated just like the others. So they are coming up now with something new, a new value. The question is, what are you going to do? What value are you coming up with? Have you been stuck with that same old value of 10 years ago or 15 years ago? The world is advancing. The world is advancing. Now is the time for you to sit back and, think about what you are doing now. Think about where the world is going in the future and begin to plan. Yeah, there are several skills now that is existing right now that 5 years from now, those skills will no longer be needed. For example, waiter. When you take a look at the world today, they've come up with several robots that delivers food to people in the restaurant. In a matter of time, that job is going to phase out. There are lots and lots of other skills now that are coming up. Your responsibility is to look at where the world is going into and, make a conscious decision that I am going to be relevant in the future. If you are going to be relevant in the future so that you can earn properly, then you must make a decision now and say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix this area of my life. If you don't do that, then you're not ready for financial success. That's the plain truth. Now, the second thing you must do is that whatever value that you have, you must be good in that very field. Nobody wants quacks. Even you will agree with me that when you want to dish out money, for anything, you want someone who is good at what they do. Am I correct? In the same way, there are lots of people who are looking for people who are good at what they do. So you must make a conscious decision to be good. If you're a graphic designer, be good. A video editor, be good. And these things will go a very long way to help you. You get the point now? So this is something that I want to encourage you about. It will go a very, very long way to help in our world today, because things are changing. Things are changing again and again. Now, the next thing that you've got to do, if you're going to succeed financially, the next law is that your marketing should be top notch. You should be able to market yourself properly. Listen, people will not hit their hands on their stomach and know that you are offering a particular service. It's not going to happen. Make no mistakes about it. It's not going to happen. You get the point now? So you must do everything you can to market yourself, to be visible, so that people will know that this is what you do, this is what you offer. If you can do this, it will help you a great deal. You might say, but I'm not looking in the direction of being an entrepreneur. I'm looking in the direction of working for someone. Even at that, there are people today who say, I don't have a job. Meanwhile, each day that passes by, they don't send resumes out there. I had a story of a young man who was looking for a job, and he said every day he must make sure he will send at least 10 resumes to 10 different companies. He was doing that every day until companies began to call him. You're looking for a job. When was the last time you sent out your resume? Think about it. So that'll be all for this very video. I will continue in the next video. I want to encourage you to take advantage of the few things that I've just shared with you now. Ponder on them. Think about it, because these things I shared with you now, they are so important. Don't rush. Sit down and ask yourself, where I am now, what I am doing now, will I be relevant in the future? Will this value I'm offering now, will it help me to succeed in my finances in the future? If you think about this, your life will not remain the same. I will see you in the next video with the remaining part of the things that I want to share with you on the laws of financial success. Until I see you again, keep cracking the money code. God bless.